It looked like Paige Bueckers has broken her silence about this matchup against Caitlin Clark.
I played a game against Caitlin in the W. Just what was it like? What was the atmosphere like today going head to head with her?
Yeah, it's fun. Anytime we can compete against each other. We're two competitors who just want to win, and who have grown up to be playing against each other, playing with each other. So it's great, and the environment's great here. I feel like every game is a sellout, and so they have a great home court advantage. So overall, yeah, great environment.
Caitlin Clark delivered a statement performance against Paige Bueckers that is likely to echo throughout the season. Their first professional meeting wasn't just another game, it was billed as the start of a new era in women's basketball. Social media buzzed with promos, framing it as a clash of future legends. But once the game began, Clark took over, leading the Indiana Fever to a dominant 102-83 victory that left no doubt about who controlled the night. Bueckers had a solid outing with 21 points, but Clark operated on a different level, recording 14 points, 13 assists, and 5 steals. She dictated the pace from start to finish, turning the game into her own showcase.
Bueckers, I'm gonna be real, you did your thing, you nice, you did your thing, but you're not Caitlin Clark. Let's just be clear, you're not Caitlin Clark.
And by the way, she is the best whistle in the WNBA. She hacked Sophie Cunningham and somehow was given as an offensive foul, and she fouled Caitlin Clark on a fast break. Caitlin went flying into the rim post, and the refs just ignored it.
This game was an absolute blowout. Dallas Wings didn't know what hit them. Everybody ate in this game. Let's just jump right into it.
Let's break down why this game wasn't even close. Clark's 13 assists came with just 2 turnovers, a level of control that shows she dictated every part of the offense. This wasn't simply a head-to-head battle. It was Clark conducting the entire game like a master, while Bueckers played her part in isolation, despite all the pre-game build-up framing this as a rivalry of equals. The reality was clear. Clark revealed the gap between great and generational. No amount of hype can cover up that truth.
For all this Caitlin Clark, Paige Bueckers comparisons, it's not a comparison. Paige Bueckers got a lot of work to do. She's a good player. She got a lot of work to do. She need to get her team to the playoffs. Once she get her team to the playoffs, we can holler. All you Angel Reese fans out there, once she get her team to the playoffs, we can holler. Until then, Caitlin came in and got the worst team in the league directly to the playoffs off the bat. Started out 1-8, went to the playoffs, man.
Paige Bueckers has been going through growing pains while she's been down there in Dallas. They have a 6-16 record, and they simply cannot figure out a way to get it done. Now, ultimately, she performed, man. She played at a very high level. She had 21 points, 4 assists, and 4 rebounds. She was shooting phenomenal from 3. Paige put up a good fight, but ultimately her team just fell short.
But here's what most people missed. While the cameras captured the scoreboard, they didn't fully capture the mental edge Clark established over Dallas. Every steal sent a message, and every precision pass chipped away at the opponent's confidence. Clark didn't just build a lead, she broke Dallas's belief that they could compete with Indiana. Keep in mind, Clark is coming off a groin injury that sidelined her for 5 games this season, while Bueckers has been healthy throughout her rookie run. Yet it's Clark, now in her second year, who continues to rewrite the record books while Bueckers searches for answers. The first half alone made the point loud and clear. Indiana put up 64 points, setting a new franchise record. This wasn't just about scoring, it was Clark delivering a message to every veteran who tried to humble her last season. The response loud and unmistakable.
Let's look at these numbers, man. Caitlin Clark, 14 points, 13 assists. I scored in the game. I scored in the game, bro. Like, come on, man. Just magnificent passing. Only 2 turnovers. She's only had 4 turnovers total in the last 2 games. Really think about that. 24 assists to 4 turnovers in the last 2 games. Okay. Okay.
And here's the ironic part. The media has spent months building up this Clark versus Bueckers rivalry, framing Paige as the one player who could somehow neutralize Caitlin's dominance. But when the game actually happened, reality told a different story. Clark spent 40 minutes dismantling that narrative, leaving it in pieces. At MIDCOURT,
Caitlin Clark, I'm not joking when I say this. Caitlin Clark is Demon Caitlin's back. Demon Caitlin's back. Caitlin swats JJ Quinterly. Watch this here. She swats Quinterly. She screams in Quinterly's face. She then gets the ball, looks straight up, and throws an inch perfect pass to Sophie Cunningham for a layup. If she throws that pass 2 inches lower, it's stolen. 2 inches lower and that pass is stolen. Like, that is something that no other player in this league can do.
That's what we're talking about when we are referring to Caitlin Clark running the show.
Is this what Stephanie White needs to see? To finally say to herself, oh, all right.
Now, let's focus on what really matters. GC Clark's 13 assists with just 2 turnovers isn't just about finding open teammates. It's about creating opportunities that weren't there before. That's the difference between a star and a game-changing force. It's also why the media avoids digging too deep into these numbers, because it shuts down the "is Bueckers better" debate before it even begins. Just look at how Clark started her 2025 season. A casual triple-double in the opener against Chicago, 20 points, 10 rebounds, 10 assists, along with 4 blocks and 2 steals in a 93-58 blowout. While most players were shaking off off-season rust, Clark looked like she was playing in fast-forward, making seasoned veterans appear a step behind. This isn't just another promising young talent. This is a generational player, steering the league into its next era.
New York Liberty, we can beat them. We already did. The Minnesota Lynx, we can beat them. We already did. We already did. We can beat anybody if we play in this Caitlin Clark style. That's just a fact. That's just a fact. There ain't a point guard in the world that could mess with her at all. At all. It's not even close.
The Indiana Fever dictated when they run like this. I don't believe there is a team in this league that can beat the Indiana Fever at all. Let's go. Hulk. Lexi Hulk coming down the right here. She's got the ball. She's going to take a step back, way downtown. Bam. She got it. She got it.
Statistically, the numbers are staggering. Last season, Clark averaged 19.2 points and 8.4 assists as a rookie, a performance that had historians already taking notes. Now, in her second year, she's raising the bar even higher, forcing veteran players to face the reality that the league's future has arrived and it's wearing number 22. But beyond the box score, the psychological impact is just as powerful. You're watching seasoned prospect with over a decade of experience, suddenly scrambling to keep up with a 23-year-old who's treating their career milestones like warm-up drills. It shakes up locker rooms, stirring a mix of admiration, frustration, and disbelief, all at the same time.
The Indiana Fever beat the Dallas Wings 102-83. The game wasn't close past the first quarter. We're up by 1 in the first quarter, and that second quarter, we destroy the Dallas Wings in that second quarter. That second quarter, we're, oh man, absolutely bombing away. That second quarter, Aaliyah Boston, 7 points. Natasha Howard, 10 points. Caitlin Clark, 5 assists in a second quarter. When her assist numbers are high in a quarter, you know they're playing Caitlin Clark style basketball. You know they're pushing the pace, pushing the tempo.
I'm surprised Stephanie White didn't have a heart attack. I'm surprised she didn't bench all the starters coming out of the half. I'm glad she didn't. Seriously.
If we take the second half against the Atlanta Dream and the first half against the Dallas Wings, that is a 40-minute span of what looks like Caitlin Clark basketball.
And here's where things get uncomfortable for the league. Instead of embracing the fact that they have one of the most marketable athletes in sports history, they spent Clark's rookie season trying to humble her. There were petty headlines, veteran players making dismissive comments, and officials letting her take hits without blowing the whistle. Rather than rolling out the red carpet, it felt like they were pulling it out from under her. The irony is, Clark didn't just survive that treatment, she transformed Indiana in the process. The Fever went from being the league's punchline to setting scoring records, filling arenas, and forcing the rest of the league into a race for second place. That's the full power of the Clark effect.
The playmaking. Y'all see the playmaking, bro? The backdoor passes. Come on, once the 3-ball start rolling again, y'all really in trouble. You see the post game, posting up Lil Quinterly. Spin off of her, step back, midi. Y'all said she didn't have a midi. Okay.
When Caitlin has the ball, they are the best show in basketball. And it's easier for Kelsey Mitchell. It's easier for Aaliyah. It becomes easier for Natasha Howard if she buys in. It's easier for Sophie. It's easier for everybody. And then when you've got Ari McDonald, who showed today, by the way, that when Caitlin is off the floor, she can push the tempo too. That is exactly what we've wanted.
Caitlin Clark running the offense, being the innovator of offense, the distributor of offense for the Indiana Fever. This is exactly what we mean. Right here, Caitlin Clark is now has the 5th most double-doubles with points and assists in WNBA history. All right, now to put that into some context, she's played 1 year plus into this season, and she's missed 10 games. Think about that for a moment.
Caitlin Clark has reached 200 points and 100 assists this season, the fastest to do so in a single season in WNBA history. Oh yeah, folks, this feels like last year, right? Caitlin Clark broke this record, Caitlin Clark broke that record, she hops into the top 5 here. Oh yeah. Today's game was at least that first half. Woo! Folks, just watch. Let me cook, let me operate. That's what Caitlin Clark said.
Caitlin Clark showed why she's the best guard in this league. Caitlin Clark showed why, when you give her the ball, the Fever are the best show in basketball.